on KYMA News 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Heather Yako in for Nico Santos. A developing story out of Yuma. A U.S. Marine died today after a plane crashed into a government vehicle on the Marine Station Air Corps Yuma runway. Molly Lang is live at the scene with more details. Molly, what can you tell us?
Heather, a Marine is dead tonight after a plane crash landed on top of a government vehicle earlier today. Just 200 yards behind us, NTSB is investigating the site. The plane and the truck are still there. The passenger and pilot were not harmed. The name of the Marine has not yet been released until next of kin has been notified, but he was pronounced dead upon arrival to YRMC earlier today. Witnesses say the plane appeared to hit the ground at an angle, and they say a large explosion erupted, following by smoke in the sky. We spoke to some eyewitnesses who happened to see and hear the crash earlier today.
One Marine dies after a civilian aircraft crash earlier today.
I happened to notice it was really low to the ground, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared, and I heard a big explosion, and within 10 seconds clouds of smoke filled the air, black smoke.
A T-59 Hawk civilian aircraft crashed into a government vehicle on the MCAS runway.
I could feel the fireball, the heat, and I could feel the impact hit me. It was like a nice.
The Marine was pronounced dead upon arrival at Yuma Regional Medical Center. The name of the Marine will not be released until the next of kin is notified.
I mean, my prayers go out to the pilot's family and all of his friends and stuff, because it's a pretty tragic incident.
MCAS Yuma Commanding Officer Colonel Ricardo Martinez says that our heart and prayers go out to the family and friends of the Marine we lost in this tragic accident. The National Transportation Safety Board was contacted immediately after the incident and is en route to Yuma to perform an investigation.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Marine's family. NTSB is investigating the site, and we'll have more on this as it becomes available. Live in Yuma, Molly Lang.
Thank you, Molly.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm Christy Wilcox, and this is your local news on ABC 5. First tonight, this afternoon, a crash at the Yuma International Airport has left one Marine dead after a civilian plane crash landed on a runway, landing on top of a government vehicle. Molly Lang is out live and brings us the latest on this story. Molly?
Thanks, Christy. One Marine is dead tonight after a plane crash landed on top of a government vehicle just behind me here. NTSB is investigating the crash site to see what caused this tragic accident. The Marine was pronounced dead upon arrival to YRMC earlier today. The pilot and the passenger were not harmed. We spoke to some witnesses who happened to see and hear the crash earlier this morning, and they say the plane appeared to hit the ground at an angle. They say a large explosion erupted, followed by smoke in the sky. When we receive more details about this tragic accident, we'll send them your way.
Right now, we're going to check in with reporter Molly Lang. She's out at the crash site of the plane that went down earlier today. She joins us again from that scene with more details. Molly?
Cindy, Marine Corps Yuma Air Station is mourning the loss of a Marine who had passed away earlier today when a plane crashed into a government vehicle. The name of the Marine has not yet been released because they have to notify the next of kin. But when he arrived at YRMC earlier today, he was pronounced dead. The pilot and passenger were not harmed, and witnesses say the plane appeared to hit the ground at an angle, and they saw a large explosion that erupted, followed by smoke in the sky. We also spoke to some eyewitnesses who happened to see and hear the crash. NTSB is investigating the site. About 200 yards behind us, the plane and the truck are still there until they can do their full investigation.
All right, thank you, Molly. And again, we have the full story coming your way at 10, and we spoke to a witness who says that they saw everything. Should join us tonight at 10, and you'll get to see that full story.